Welcome everybody to another episode of Crypto Cliffnotes. My name is Jonah, as you guys know. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is a huge project actually launching tomorrow on June 2nd called Cornucopias. Okay, so we've actually talked about this project several of times. They've been around, they've been promoting, their coin is already out. They've been out since last year, and they've been developing their project. And actually been delivering on their roadmap and delivering on the assets that they have, that they've talked about in the past. They have bubble jets, they have trees, and now this one, what I'm going to be talking about is their land drop. Now, a lot of people are stacking their ADA right now. They're flipping some NFTs to get this drop. And there's a couple different prices, and there's a couple things that I want to go over. Yesterday, if you guys watched the video, I went, briefly over the details of the drop for tomorrow. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper and kind of explain in depth what's going to come with this drop. And the white paper actually just came out yesterday or today, explaining more into this drop and the different districts and how everything's going to be played out with this land. Okay, so getting into it, just the details of it, and then I'm going to hop into that white paper for the land. There's sale inventory and structure. There's going to be a total of 24,000 plots. You're going to be able to mint one per day. Okay, only one per day. They're going to reserve 240 for the team and marketing, which is honestly not a lot. There's going to be a 5% royalty fee, and the sale dates are June 3rd through the 7th. Okay, so it's not tomorrow, it is June 3rd through the 7th. Okay, now there's different sizes. Okay, there's different sizes. You got 16 by 24 for the smalls, 24 by 36 for the mediums, 32 by 48 for the larges, 48 by 72 for the epics, and 64 by 96 for the copias. Okay, so small being the smallest plots, and of course copias being the larger plots. Now, the prices are broken down, and they actually updated the prices and everything like that. So how it's going to be broken down, it's in dollar amount. Okay, now ADA right now is down, so basically what I've been telling people is approximately take the dollar amount times 2. Okay, so the small plots are going to be $102. So multiply that by 2, that's around 200 ADA. Okay, medium plots are at $240, that's around 480 ADA. Large plots are 375, that's around like that 725 ADA range. Epic plots are 755, so that's around that 1500 ADA range. And then copias, the largest plot, is $1,500 USD, and that's around 3100 ADA. Okay, now there are different rarities with these plots. Okay, there are different rarities for these plots, all the way from common all the way to mythic. Okay, common being the least rare, all the way up to your mythic being your most rare. Okay, now small plots, you got 270 mythic, 5400 common, and so on. Okay, all the way to the most rare, right? The most rare being copias, your commons at 120 of them, and then 6 mythic copias. Okay, now getting into their white paper real quick, because it actually, I was just reading this and it's very detailed. It's in detail, and again, I'll drop the links to their Discord, their Twitter, their website, and this white paper in the description down below if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. But basically, there's like a little preview. I think their land is pretty dope. I've seen a bunch of videos, I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos, which you guys can look up, of course, and you guys can go see the previews of what they've been showing. Now, there is a glossary, in this white paper. It talks about a home bubble. All players will have a home bubble, a hub unique to each individual, where in-game items and NFTs can be stored. All players are granted a free bubble, which includes a plot of land with 2 trees and a hammock. Then there's a theme zone. The theme zone comprise a number of vast land sectors that are immense technologically advanced floating domes. These land sectors encompass vast landscapes with their own unique style and backstory here. Players can explore, socialize, discover quests, and find adventure. The first land sale includes 3 themed zones. Then you got sector. There will be 12 themed zones in total, and each is styled and curated with its own unique theme. Places of interest and quests. Each themed zone comprises a number of land sectors housed in biome domes, and each land sector is divided into a number of districts. Then you got your districts. Each theme zone land sector is subdivided into districts, which encompasses players and non-players owned houses, merchants, workshops, farms, and other utility buildings. Each district is a community where players can socialize, quest, craft equipment, and trade. Then you got a custom dome. Custom domes are large land plots within floating domes. These player-owned domes serve as venture for games and events. The player landowner designs the custom dome's environment using a no-code system and builds its content using a combination of templates and land building tools coming in Land Sale 2. Okay, and then Starter Island. The Starter Island is the tutorial zone for the PC game. Players will be assisted by NPCs in order to learn the basic mechanics, including crafting and quests within a vibrant tropical island environment. And then you have the city. Okay, the city is a vast settlement for houses, shops, and stadiums, all kinds of recreational entertainment. It is set in an immense floating dome split into sectors. Each sector will have its own unique theme with huge landscapes filled with skyscrapers, stadiums, and parks for players to engage. Player-owned properties will come in the form of NFT land, will be used for commerce or residential needs. There is great opportunity for business to set up a commercial footprint in Cornucopias. Now, honestly, guys, a lot of these metaverses and a lot of these land sales, they're just land, and they don't go deep in detail. They don't explain to you what comes with this and what's going to be inside their metaverse. And not only is it just going to be a metaverse, family, it's also going to be a play to earn game, right? So that's super exciting, and they're mashing both the metaverse and play to earn together. And I think this project is stamped, in my opinion. I think they are stamped in the map of Cardano. I think they are going to be that long-lasting blue chip metaverse. And a lot of these metaverses, family, whether we like it or not or believe it or not, these metaverses are not going to all make it, right? And I think this is one of them that will actually make it, just based off upon what they're saying and what they're providing within their roadmap, their metaverse, their play to earn game. Cornucopias Unreal Engine 5. Cornucopias will launch the first Unreal Engine 5 AAA quality blockchain base game, aligned with leading game developers and creators who are realizing next-gen real-time 3D content and experiences with greater freedom, fidelity, and flexibility than ever before. Players can explore, socialize, discover, find adventure in a bigger and better open world like never before. So I'm assuming, with the bubble jets, I've seen a couple things. You're going to be able to use your bubble jets in this metaverse, in their metaverse, in land, to go ahead and play games, maybe earn their tokens, stake their tokens, and stuff like that. So that's super, super exciting. This is another little another little zone that they showed, a little preview, and I think the content's great. I think what they've done and what they're doing is super, super huge. Okay, now again, they're gonna have they have a land visualization in their roadmap. They got the home bubble, right? The home bubble is the starting point and free to play space for each player to join. As you guys can see, you got your little bubble right here where you have your little bubble jet stored away. It's like your little home, basically. You got your starter land, easy to learn with mass appeal. The starter island is a tutorial zone for the PC game. Players will be assisted by NCPS in order to learn the basic game mechanics. Okay, so you're going to be able to craft, you're going to be able to do different things. You're going to learn how to build on your land within their within their starter island, which is super cool, because then it's people that don't know how to build, or maybe don't have any background playing Minecraft or anything like that. You can come in and they're going to teach you how to build build on your land, which is super, super exciting. Then you got the city. Okay, real world architects and urban designers create the city dome unencumbered by real world limitations. Okay, so this is like a little brief overview of what the city will kind of look like. They look like they got little billboards up here. It would be pretty interesting. Maybe we can see maybe us Crypto Cliffnotes can get a billboard off in Cornucopias. That would be pretty dope. And then it says the city is not included in the first land sale. So they're gonna have multiple land sales within their within their project. Okay. Theme one zone one Solace. Okay, so reminiscent of Southern English national parks of outstanding natural beauty. So this is kind of what they look like. I think it's honestly great content, guys. I think, in my opinion, I think they took the time to actually develop this game, other than just throw a metaverse together and be like, oh, we got a metaverse, or just throw a random game together and, oh, we got to play to earn, and never deliver, right? And we've seen that over and over and over again in this space, and these people are actually taking the time. And even if they took 7, 12, 18 months to develop their project, and finally are starting to come out with parts and parts and parts, they're doing it in a way that they're actually delivering, so people, when they get the NFTs and they get these this land, and they get these bubble jets and all this different stuff that they're producing, they're coming in with a foundation of what their project is going to do and how they're going to move forward. And then that's what this roadmap is for, right? So it's super exciting to have a well detailed roadmap. They're also going to have theme in their theme zone Solace. They're going to have different sector sizes. They're going to have a certain amount of plots per zone. So they're going to have 8,000 plots per zone. And then of course you can go in their in their white paper for their land sale, click to go to the Copy Wiki, and I'll give you some more details on there. Esperanza Zone 2, they're gonna have 8,000 plots for each for that zone as well. They're gonna have their Fortune, right? Fortune kind of looks like this. I think that's pretty dope. The landscape encompasses daunting volcanoes and limestone mountain passes, temperate lowland rain, forest to highland cloud forest, all connected through nature. So they're gonna have different nature sceneries that you can go and explore. And then they're gonna have their theme zones roadmap. So you got your Solar Zone, Esperanza Zone, Fortune Zone, and your future releases. So these are going to be the Solar Zone, the Esperanza Zone, and the Fortune Zone are all going to be in this sale from June 3rd to June 7th. Okay, now getting into their pricing again. They broke it down into dollar amount, which I already went through. But as you guys can see, the small plot looks like this. The medium plot looks like this. Large plots look like this. Epic plots look like this. And then copious plots look like this. So you get, for your copious plots, you're getting basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're getting 12 plots, right? 12 small plots basically in your large plot of land. Okay, which is pretty cool. They're doing multiple for each sector, and of course you have the different rarities. Okay, so that's a little breakdown, gives you the land mint allocation, how many are in each tier, small, medium, large, epic, and copious. And again, the sales are going to be dictated June 3rd through June 7th. Okay, now land details and mint schedule. This I haven't gone over, which I want to go over real quick. June 3rd, the small plots are going to be distributed from 2 to about 8 p.m. Eastern, and they're all different tiers. Day 2, which is June 4th, the medium plots will be distributed from tier 1 to tier 4. That is again on June 4th. The third day is June 5th. All the large plots are going to be distributed tier 1 through tier 4. Day 4, which is June 6th, they're going to be giving the epic plots out, distributing the epic plots, and that is going to be tier 1 through tier 4 again. And then the last day, the 5th day, June 7th, is going to be the copious plots, and that is going to be tier 1 through tier 4. Okay, now of course this is something that you also have to keep in realization. ADA price is always fluctuating back and forth, so you have to keep in mind the price of ADA, and of course this dollar amount's going to stay the same. You just need to be able to keep in mind how much ADA is, And of course it's right around, I think, that 55-56 cent range, so it's right around the double of what the dollar amount is. So 200 ADA, 400 ADA, 600 ADA, 1200 ADA, 2000 ADA, right around there. Okay, now getting into their custom domes. This is all the future. They're gonna have custom domes that's gonna be for future sales and stuff like that. It's gonna look something like this, which is pretty cool. They're gonna have different. This is their theme one, Solace Land Detail. You guys can go check that out. I'm not gonna dive too deep into that, but there is gonna be that rarity significance for each plot of land, and then you're gonna be able to staking. You're gonna have staking, plot location, and game testing within this land sale. Okay, now they are talking about building and harvesting, crafting. They're gonna have different pets, mounts, outfits for these land sales. For this land sale, you're gonna be able to farm. So you're gonna be able to kind of like, if you guys remember Facebook, you had Farmville. You guys could plant different crops and grow different things, have different resources. So I think that's going to be pretty crucial for their game that they're coming out. Again, you're going to be able to stake your land. So staking your land, I'm assuming you're going to be able to utilize your staking your land for their Copy token, which I wanted to actually go into here in a second. But I wanted to show you guys on Drip Drops, right? Drip Drops is another site. I'll go ahead and put the details down below. You guys can actually start collecting Cornucopias token, right? Now, it might not be that much. I'm able to get 5 right now. Drip Drops, you basically have to send, I think it's like, 3 to 5 ADA. They end up sending, if you send 5 ADA, I think they send back 3. So you're really only paying 2 ADA to get this. It's basically like free airdrops, right? And you can, go check out all the other tokens. You got Drip token and a ton of different tokens. Honestly, if you do get the other tokens, check if they have value. If they're like double, with 10 zeros and a 1, I probably wouldn't even go for it, because again, you do have to pay a little bit of ADA to get it. But if you are going to do this, find the ones that are valuable, click them all at once. I think you can click up to 10 altogether. I know Cornucopias is going to be a big one, and I do hear that Drip token is going to be a big one here on this Drip Drops. But with their token, honestly, you guys can start collecting that Copy token, which if you go to CoinMarketCap and see the price of Copy token, it's not that much right now, especially with crypto being down. But collecting, Cornucopias token whenever you can, why not? Right? Why not? It's not a lot of money. It's a couple cents that you're going to be getting, but I find that this project is going to be huge in the future. Okay, and of course, you guys can go check out the competitive analysis within the metaverse. And then of course their team, they are a very established team. They are doxed, right? Shout out to them. They're doxed. We always look for doxed, meaning they're showing their faces, they're showing who they are. That just is giving more transparency for the project. And then they show their partners. They have a ton of partners. They've partnered up with a bunch of CNFT projects. They partnered up with a couple different metaverses and a couple different play to earn games and stuff like that. And I really do think that they are going to be really big. They have a very large community. They have over 37,000 members, and then they have a ton of Twitter followers. Again, I'll put all the description of everything that they have in their in the description down below. But I think this project, guys, is something you really want to aim to go for, even if you just go for the small plot. And again, you have a chance to get all the way from a common all the way to a mythic, and I think it is going to be super huge. Now real quick, I want to go over let me see if I can find the times before I end this right here. Let's see here. Okay, so the first to mint, okay? The first to mint is going to be your OG in their Discord. Second to mint is going to be Bubble Jet holders, Bubble Jet custom OG holders, and the Javelin holders. And then third to mint is the Copians tier 1, tier 1 to tier 3, and then Copians tier 4. Now, if you go and check in their Discord, all you got to do is just go to their general, be like, "What's up, family?" Check and click your name and see what tier you are. I'm tier 3 and tier 4. Now, the tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s, they are based upon what you are, how long you've been in their Discord. Now, I've been in their Discord for a very long time, just because I've been, invested into their coin. I've invested into their project early on. And I think they're great opportunities, okay? Especially because if you go to JPEG Store and you go check out, their Cornucopias drops, they're all about double ups, okay? Their bubble jets are at 268. I think they came out at like 100. Their javelins are at 245. They came out at like 100 ADA. Their custom ones are at 1700. I'm not sure how much they were. I'm sure they are a couple hundred ADA. And then their trees, right? They're 70 ADA. Now, of course, they're all different rarities, so of course that does dictate. But the trees guys were like 10 ADA, 15 ADA. Okay, so their project has done good. I do not see any reason why their land sale would not do good, and I think this is something you really want to look into. I really hope this brought a lot of more clarity to what comes with this project, more in detail. Again, I'll drop all the details down below, and of course in our Discord, so make sure you guys are in our Discord, which is again in the description down below, so you guys can get the most updates. You can get all the NFTs we're going for, you can get the most updates on all cryptos, news, giveaways, and everything like that. So again, I truly appreciate every single one of you for being here. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.